After Indians face the tighter scrutiny, are Nepalis now the next? 585 deported in a single month. Is America quietly targeting Nepalis now? Since Donald Trump began his second term as the 47th President of the United States, enforcement against undocumented immigrants has intensified. And this time, Nepali nationals are seeing the record numbers. According to official data, 585 Nepalis have been deported since January 2025. Even more significant, 1,300 undocumented Nepalis have been placed on a deportation processing list to handled within a year. Now, this gets even more interesting and serious at the same time. January 2026 recorded 101 deportations, the highest single month total so far. The number alone has triggered concerns within the Nepali Diaspora in the communities in the United States. To put into the perspective, during the Trump's first term, 425 Nepalis were deported across 4 years. Under the President Joe Biden, 170 were deported in total, and the pace now appears much more faster. Officials say that the focus is on undocumented immigrants, particularly those involved in the criminal activity, while deportations are coordinated by the Department of Homeland Security and carried out by the ICE. But here's another twist to the story. Well, undocumented immigrants are being offered $2,600 as a free flight and voluntary leave. Why? Because forced deportation costs the government more than 3 times as much. And however, those who refuse voluntary departure may face arrest and long-term bans to re-enter in the United States. And if it doesn't stop there, well, the US Department of State has paused immigrant visa insurances for nationals of countries including Nepal, citing concerns about high rates of public assistance usage. Meanwhile, Nepali applicants for B1 and B2 visas may be required to post a bond of up to 15,000 USD before the approval. Well, the bond requirement has raised fresh questions. Is this a simply stricter enforcement, or it is a broader signal that a certain nationality is now under the heavier scrutiny? Well, the largest undocumented immigrant group in the US still come from Mexico and the Central America, but the rising numbers involving the South Asians, especially, right caught attention. So the big question is, enforcement just doing its job, or we are seeing a shift that affect the South Asian communities, especially Indians? What do you think? Is this a necessary enforcement or a selective pressure? Let me know what you think in the comments.